Dear friends, life is a precious gift, and with it we are all capable of achieving great things. In this video, we will tap into key topics that you have to consider to move forward. While we try to help you out, you will overcome some ideas by acquiring new ones, or even reinforce some that you thought only you could have, while sitting somewhere all alone, just to discard them later, as if you were just having strange thoughts disconnected from this reality. However, it happens at times that we may feel weighed down, whether by our circumstances, or simply overwhelmed by the challenges we face. In those moments, you will get to remember this video in which we will talk about the importance of how much stronger than you think you truly are. You will be reminded repeatedly about faith, determination, your power to overcome anything. You will be guided on how to discover your purpose, and with it, your unique calling in life. You are going to be shown through another people's life story and some of their famous quotes, how it is not our past, nor our current circumstances, what defines you or your future, realizing that we can't change some of those, which is important, but how much more important it is to realize that we can certainly change our mindset, and it is completely in our power, on what we choose, that we can see opportunities or just don't. So I want to encourage you to keep watching, because by the end, you will, as much as I do, believe that you are able to achieve your dreams as much as anyone else, even when the odds seem stacked against you. And let's always remember that your value and worth are not defined by your circumstances, but by the limitless love and grace of our Creator. In this journey, life will undoubtedly bring us challenges and obstacles to face. That is a fact nobody can hide, unless you are being intentionally deceived. And those challenges many times, not once, or twice, but plenty of times, may make us question our abilities, our strength, our capabilities to adapt, our values, principles, our self-worth, and even our faith. It's during these moments that we must remember that we are stronger than we think, and that our circumstances do not define us. Yes, you heard it right. And although it already sounds like the typical social media cliché, it is a fact that you are not the mistake. You made a mistake. You are not the failure. You had a failure. And you are not worthless either just because something or someone made you feel like that. Looking at Nick Vujicic's life, we find a powerful and touching story of how somebody can not only push through and beyond by overcoming his physical limitations, but it teaches us that we have the power to choose how we react to our challenges. He said, "If you can't get a miracle, become one." This means that even when we can't change our circumstances, we can change our mindset and choose to see the opportunities within our challenges. It's important to believe in ourselves and our abilities, even when others may doubt us or our dreams. T.D. Jakes once said, "If you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. For your passion will lead you right into your purpose." These words remind us that we all have a unique calling in life, and that when we tap into our passions and align them with God's plan for us, we can make a meaningful impact in the world. But, let us make a short parenthesis here for a moment, to help those who do not yet know what their passion in life is. Discovering your passion is a process of self-discovery and exploration, but we could try to describe it as those feelings that you get when performing certain type of activities, and the results you get from you, those in which you find yourself moving smoothly but with all you've got to give, without thinking about time, and that you can keep doing for hours, every day, because you simply love how you feel and what comes out from you into the world, giving a wonderful sense of realization, while giving the best of yourself. Here are a few steps that you can take to help you identify your passion. 1. Reflect on your interests and hobbies. Think about what you enjoy doing in your free time. Do you have any hobbies or interests that you are passionate about? What do you like to read or learn about? Make a list of your interests and reflect on what brings you the most joy. 2. Consider your skills and strengths. Think about the things that come naturally to you. What skills do you have that others might admire? What are you good at? Consider how you could use your talents to pursue a passion. 3. Pay attention to what energizes you. Think about the tasks or activities that make you feel energized and motivated. What makes you lose track of time? What activities do you look forward to do? These are often clues to your passions. 4. Try new things. Sometimes, we don't know what we're passionate about until we try something new. Take a class or workshop in a subject that interests you. Join a group or club related to an interest or hobby. You never know where your passion might lie until you give something a try. 5. Ask yourself the big questions. What do you want to contribute to the world? What impact do you want to make? What kind of life do you want to live? What would you like to be remembered for? Or what would make you feel proud of becoming, or creating, or doing, because of its intrinsic meaning to your most inner self? Sometimes, Thinking about these big picture questions can help you identify your passion. Remember that finding your passion is also a journey, because it is just like you, and everything in life, a constantly evolving desire within you according to your experiences, your tastes, and so on. So don't seek it as you can't seek success, because it will become a constantly moving target, because it is not a destination, but a way in which you feel. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself to explore different interests and ideas. You may discover something unexpected along the way. Getting back to our topic for today, we also know that believing in ourselves is not always easy. We may struggle with self-doubt and fear of failure, but we must remember that we are not alone. We have a God who loves us and a community that supports us. Priscilla Shirer said, "When we surround ourselves with people who are moving in the same direction as us, we can't help but be pushed forward." But please, do not come up with the excuse that you are alone or isolated by your community or in this life, because you know that you aren't. If your community is what you look at around you, then it also means that you can have a community as big as you want, with people who aligns with you all around the world, to which you have a pocket-sized gateway in your phone. So it is imperative that you understand what Priscilla meant, which is that you have to surround yourself with those who are going in the same direction that you want to go, to get together with people whose company, aptitude and attitudes, makes you feel forced to keep moving forward and becoming what you want to become. You also need people who will be gladly supporting, motivating and even pushing you when needed, just because they care for you. Because you can get better as much as you can continuously improve and throughout your entire life. At the end of the day, you are the only responsible of your life, but you can also make it right, turn it around, because nobody, listen carefully, nobody has the power nor the authority over you, to tell you that you can't turn your life around for the better. Let's seek a connection with God, by dedicating time of quietness, trying to just listen to God, instead of talking to Him, and you should also set a time for prayer, and to dedicate time with others. Don't stay isolated, as you will pursue your passions and purpose. Trust that God has a plan for your life, one that is filled with hope, joy, and purpose. Let's remember that we are not meant to go through life alone, but to support and uplift one another. Finally, let's use the power of our words and thoughts to create a positive and fulfilling life. Joyce Meyer teaches us that our thoughts are powerful tools in shaping our lives. She said, "You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind." This means that if we want to live a fulfilling and purposeful life, we must first cultivate a positive and optimistic mindset. When we focus on the good in our lives and the possibilities ahead, we will start to see and live a more positive and abundant life. We want to spend some time in this topic also, because most people do not need to remember that they can express their feelings through words, although the how is important, but what only a few know, or let's say, put into practice, is about the tremendous power that we have behind the words to actually transform our mood in certain direction when we don't like what we are feeling. Let me explain. You can also use your words to help your feelings to improve. In practice, you start by looking around you, or just find something to be grateful for. For example, anything that you can perceive through any of your senses, something that you truly enjoy in this world. Find another one, and sooner than you expect another one will come by itself, because that initial spark of enforced focus will, after a few seconds, create a chain reaction in your brain. That is how your brain works, and there is nothing that you can do about it. And it will try to continue to have similar thoughts, which will, in turn, start to slowly and steadily, without realizing, shift your mood, with which you will also progressively move towards a more positive attitude. And once we do feel better, we can also make others feel good, meaning, creating the type of environment which is retro-feeding everyone involved. That is also how an actual toxic person, as some people calls it, can ruin an auditorium full of people if no one is conscious about their soft and progressive mood change, all triggered by words of discouragement, frustration, criticism, etc. This is exactly the same reason why we should carefully choose what we watch in the media, call it TV, streaming or just the news, because it will end up changing your mood entirely. But if you use this knowledge intentionally, as we mentioned, it is a very simple and powerful cycle that will get you to feel and get better. Like for some people works out to listen to music, of course, inspiring and motivating music. But be cautioned, like with music, when you do not have control over the playlist, as it happens with the radio, you may end up persisting to get back to those toxic, or let's call them, malign thoughts, because they do not serve you to move forward. So also make sure that you get surrounded by the people who can support you to stay tuned. Now it is time to continue. We can brief on the previous as follows. We need to reflect on what we think and feel. It is counterintuitive that if you start to speak of the things that inspire you, of what you love or like, what you would dream of, it automatically shifts your brain into a sentiment which pushes you forward, or takes you out of that dumpster of feelings that keep you down. So let's speak words of encouragement and love, words of hope into our own lives and the lives of others. Let's cultivate a positive mindset that allows us to see the potential in every situation. And yes, let us make a short but hard push on the brakes here. We know that it may sound unreal when we feel down, sad, frustrated, demotivated, may even sound as if we are just trying to convince you about weird things that we don't know anything about, but be assured that we have lived and gone through it, and the message from our own experiences is coming as your takeaway summary so far, loud and clear. We shall embrace our passions and use them to fulfill our purpose. We shall believe in ourselves and our abilities, knowing that we are perfectly able to achieve our dreams. We must, at all times, no matter how good or bad circumstances are, ensure we seek a connection with God. We need to avoid to stay isolated, but seek others as we journey through life. Always push your limits. Stay conscious of our words, use them with the power they have to create thoughts moving you forward, to a more positive and fulfilling life. We are not alone. With faith and determination, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve great things. Now, let's go back to the idea of finding those beautiful qualities that you have inside of you, those that make you wonderfully awesome and unique. Remember, even if you don't feel like you have those qualities right now, they are there, and you just need to look for them. One way to do that is by asking yourself some questions like, what are my strengths? What are the things that make me feel happy and fulfilled? What are my values and how do I express them in my life? What are the things that I have achieved in my life that I am proud of? But I am not going to lie to you, your best advisor for this is your pain. Because people usually envy and criticizes what they lack, or even try to hurt you by attacking those qualities. And we take the chance to give you another tip useful in life. What usually hurts you the most, is most of the times related to the amount of love attached to it, so that same love is the cure to heal and forgive, but I am sure that you are smart enough to work it out if you haven't yet. So check what you are criticized for and most probably you will find its positive side also. Use that knowledge to increase the amount of goodness you can do with that, for you and for others, instead of taking down yourself. Another way to find those qualities is by asking others close to you, but it may not always be accurate, or honest feedback. But anyhow, you can ask your friends and family members, what they think your strengths are, what they appreciate about you, what they admire about you. You might be surprised at what some people have to say. Once you have identified those qualities, start telling something good about yourself to yourself already, like a mantra, something that makes you great for other people, which give you that sense of fulfillment that you get when somebody recognized how truly awesome was what you did for them. Let yourself talk words of love and compassion to yourself, pronounce all those great qualities that you know very deep inside of you that you have. And if you feel that you don't know them because your current crisis blurs them, then seek the reason why you feel so much pain. Almost for certain it is because somebody took advantage of that great and beautiful quality of yours, so use it to your advantage instead of letting it keep you down. When you are in a self-criticism loop, or in a dumpster of malign feelings, you have to pull yourself out. You can and shall do it. But be clear on something, once you do, stop the mantra you have created with loving words about yourself, because you are not meant to become an egocentric and intolerable narcissistic personality, or a petulant prepotent individual. But we give you tools to help you recover from a temporary sadness, the usual life crisis period, which we all experience, but from which not everyone comes out to become the person they are meant to be. So, to sum up, believe in yourself, embrace your passions, and use your strengths and qualities to fulfill your purpose. Seek connection with others and with God, and use the power of your words and thoughts to create a positive and fulfilling life. You are not alone, and with faith and determination, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve great things. Remember, you are wonderfully awesome and unique, and you deserve to live a happy and fulfilling life. It is a self-evident fact for all of us, living self-aware creatures, that life is not always easy, and we all face challenges and obstacles that can make us feel overwhelmed and defeated. But it's important to go back to what we were saying earlier, that these difficulties can also be opportunities for growth and learning. So to remind us of this, let us bring again those words from Nick Vujicic, if you can't get a miracle, become one. My friends, it is harsh yet simple. Even when we can't change our circumstances, we can change our mindset and choose to see the opportunities within our challenges. When faced with adversity, we have a choice. We can either give up and let our circumstances define us, or we can choose to rise above them and become stronger and more resilient. It's not always easy to take the road less traveled and embrace the challenges that come our way. But when we do, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences that can enrich our lives in ways we never thought possible. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, let's remember that our value and worth are not defined by our circumstances, but by the limitless love and grace of our Creator. And let's have faith in ourselves and in God's plan for our lives, knowing that we have the strength and ability to overcome any obstacle and achieve our dreams. Let's choose to see the opportunities within our challenges and use them as a catalyst for growth and transformation. And let's continue to embrace our passions and purpose, knowing that our unique gifts and talents can make a meaningful impact in the world. With faith, determination, and a positive mindset, we can overcome anything that comes our way. So let's face our challenges head-on and become the miracle that we were always meant to be. And never lose this radical truth: success is not a destination, as we said, for those things that make you passionate. It is a moving target that you never realize is achieved. Maybe for others you are considered successful, but unless you stop, think and realize that you've actually got all what you thought wanted from life, you will never feel that you are fully satisfied, unless you take the reductionist thought that success is limited to certain goals in your life, from which you could also, if that is the case, use it to your advantage, by feeling successful to be where you are, because it doesn't matter from that perspective what size the goal you had was to achieve it, since you have already very certainly achieved something in life. So start feeling successful, because you shall feel like it, otherwise you would not be even able to know how to watch this video online. You learned how to, and that is already something others might not know. See? Did I convince you it is a reductionist view? So now get back and get the point that feeling successful is exactly that, a feeling, like love, passion, joy. So to have achieved that, as evolving creatures, all our feelings, tastes, dreams, are also constantly evolving with us through life. That is what, without the fear of being wrong, I believe is meant by some authors as, success is a journey. So, as we are going through this life's trip, full of twists and turns, ups and downs, triumphs and failures, the key is in how we handle those challenges, what ultimately determine who we truly are and what can we become. As Les Brown once said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. It's important to take that first step, even if it's a small one, to start moving towards your goals. But as Jim Rohn wisely noted, success is something you attract by the person you become. It's not just about taking action, but also about developing the right mindset and habits that will help you achieve your goals. So take action, but also focus on personal growth and development. Surround yourself with positive influences, read inspiring books, and learn from those who have already achieved what you're striving for. Remember, success is not just about reaching a specific destination, but also about becoming the best version of yourself along the way. In this sense, it is important to make sure that you have a clear vision of what you want, and which are your guiding principles and your values. Take a few moments to think about your goals, dreams, and what truly matters to you. Once you have a clear understanding of these things, you'll be better equipped to take the right actions to achieve success. Now that you have a clear vision of what you want and the beliefs to support it, it's time to take action and own your power. You can have all the knowledge and inspiration in the world, but without action, it's all for nothing. As Mel Robbins says, you are never going to feel like it. So just do it. It's easy to get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting for the perfect moment or feeling like you're not ready. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment and you will never feel fully ready. As Lisa Nichols says, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. So, take the first step towards your goals today. Even if it's a small one, it will build momentum and help you gain confidence in yourself. Remember that the only way to guarantee failure is to not take action at all. And when you do take action, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is not a sign of weakness, but a sign that you are trying and learning. Embrace the failures, learn from them, and keep moving forward. In the words of Lisa Nichols, your willingness to show up changes everything. So, show up for yourself, take action, and own your power. You have the ability to create the life you desire, but it starts with taking action today. My dear friends, as we come to the end, I want you to know that I believe in you. You are unique, you are valuable, and you are loved not just by your friends and family, but by the Almighty who created you. He has given you a purpose in this world, and He has equipped you with the talents and strengths you need to fulfill that purpose. I believe in your potential and your ability to achieve your dreams. You are here today because you have a vision of what you want your life to look like, and because you have values that guide you on your journey. Throughout this video, we've explored the wisdom of some of the greatest motivational speakers of our time. Not limited to these, but to reinforce also their names and message as done previously with others in the first half of this video, so that you also keep them in mind to look up to their stories and lessons from life. We've learned from the wisdom of Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Mel Robbins, and Lisa Nichols. Each of them has shared with us their unique perspective on what it takes to achieve success and live a fulfilling life. Jim Rohn taught us that success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. Les Brown showed us the power of mindset and the importance of believing in ourselves. Mel Robbins challenged us to take action, even when we don't feel like it. And Lisa Nichols reminded us that our past does not define us and that we have the power to create our own future. As you go out into the world and pursue your dreams, remember that you are not alone. God is always with you, guiding you, protecting you, and supporting you every step of the way. Trust in Him and have faith that He will lead you to the path that is right for you. I encourage you to take the lessons we've learned and apply them to your own life. Remember that success is not a destination in life. Stay focused on your vision and your values, never lose sight of the person you want to become. There may be challenges and setbacks along the way, but have courage and know that the Almighty will never give you more than you can handle. You are stronger than you know, and you have the ability to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. So go out there and make your dreams a reality. Believe in yourself, keep yourself connected and trust in our Almighty God, and let nothing hold you back. I want to leave you with these last thoughts. You are unique, you are valuable, and you are loved. You have a purpose in this world and I believe that you will achieve great things. So go out there and make your dreams a reality. Believe in yourself, trust in the Almighty, and let nothing hold you back. Furthermore, let's go out there with our own and unique lights to make a true difference in the world together. Thank you for allowing me to share this time with you today. May our Almighty God bless and guide you always. Amen.